Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Toss play to Robinson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly to gain it. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run. One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Come on, set.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, it's Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Ritter now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
Jets, nothing.
This 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And Lazard's got it again. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rodgers going to get this complete to his running back Hall. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. In motion, the tight end. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over. Over. Look again.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make the play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 5.
Going play action. Ritter. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
26.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And he goes out right around the 39. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, 88, plant.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hamler now on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we
So
go.
they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Blaster, six.
Ritter now on 2nd down. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Striker, 3-3. Set.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Inside.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson 37 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 41-yard line. Miller in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Hamler, the motion man left. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st down, Ritter. He finds Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Trouble, 38. 43 rail. Set.
1st down, here's Ritter. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there at 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
10.
Ritter from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Vs.JETSFBg Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's work.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Down. Fight 60. 52 blaster. Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Shot. 17. Right. 97. 1-2 middle.
First down.
Set.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Ritter has it knocked down, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Done a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That's good for the Jets.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on a crossing route. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
It's a gain of 42.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And Lazard's got it again. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
52.
3rd down.
Red, yellow.
Ritter back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
88.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hey, blue.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
White. Set, go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Coup for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 48, Jets 12. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Rodgers. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Rodgers again now. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10.
Here's Rodgers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Robinson up the middle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Steel, black. Yellow, go. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Ready, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Young Wei Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 55, Jets 12. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This